Hi there, blessings to you and yours. Welcome to the first episode of the It Takes Work video series presented by the Accounting Academy. I am Makita Skinner Howard, founder and chief educator at the Accounting Academy, and this is a series way encouraging and inspiring and motivating young people through interviews with persons who are either living their dreams or persons who are putting in the work to make their dreams a reality. Today, I'm chatting with a young lady I'm so very proud of. She went to school with my daughter and she excelled at St. George's College. She also has her business that she's killing it with, guys. When I tell you she's doing extremely well, I tasted her Valentine's Day offerings and it tasted very, very well. So, without any more introduction, let me welcome Selena Frederick. Guys, you and all help me welcome Selena. Drop a comment, drop a thumbs up, drop a heart. Help me welcome Selena. Selena, are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Hi,
Right.
good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. Is everything okay? How are you doing today?
I'm fine. I'm fine. How are
Right.
you?
I'm doing well also. So, Selena, let's
Mhm.
jump straight into this.
My name is Selena Frederick. I'm 17 years of age and I attended St. George's College and I left with 5-1 and 3-2s that I thank the Lord for. After all that
Congratulations
stress,
again.
yeah, after all that stress and long hard work that I put in, I'm glad that I got the results that I kind of expected. I
Nice.
also have a great passion for baking and especially for
Nice.
decorating cakes and cookies. And it has grown so much over the past like 3, 4, 5 months or so.
All right, nice,
Yeah.
nice. So congratulations on taking that jump to start your business, and
Mm-hmm.
congratulations on those grades again. So
Thank you.
besides leaving St. George's College with ones and twos, what are three
Mm-hmm.
things you're proud of accomplishing?
Well, I'm very proud of myself for how much I've learned in the past few months in baking. When I first started, I really didn't realize how much work goes into it, how much time goes into it, and now I understand. Wow, that is why that is the price it is.
Yeah.
Because when I first started, I was like, oh my gosh, how did they do that? How did they do that? How am I going to do this now? And then somebody might ask me, and I'll do it. And if it didn't come out how it was supposed to go, I'll do it over because mommy, she when she attended TTHI years ago. So
Hmm.
everything that I do has a passion heart. If it is she knows a customer is expecting something and it isn't done to its expectation, she would say, see now, you know what, you have to do that over. It's
Oh
okay if the
wow.
ingredients waste. Somebody will eat. We will eat it home here, but do it over and meet the expectations that you are expected to. I am
Thumbs up to
also
mommy.
yes. I'm also proud of myself for how much I've grown and matured as a person. I started this last year in April, May. I was 16 years old then. And people will be shocked to hear that when you're 16 years old, you baking, making cake, you decorating. Nah, man, soon I do this, I put up a cake. Soon you do that? Yes, I did. That's what I do it. My mom doesn't decorate like that, but she knows a lot about food because she attended TTHI.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I've grown and up that maturity. And when people meet me and all, they're like, Is you who made that?" Because some of them are older, so they didn't expect like a 17-year-old to come and drop off a cake.
Yeah, they're looking
A
for
17
somebody
year old,
like in the
yeah,
20s or
20,
something.
yes, yes. So I'm proud of myself for that, and I'm also proud of myself for how much I'm continuously trying to build my relationship closer with God. Because
Nice.
without Him, none of this would have been possible. He knows how much times I've cried,
Child.
like how much times I've cried when something didn't come out good, and I was upset with myself that I had to do it over. I tried to flip a cake over into my hand, and it fell on the ground. I had to go and do it over. So
Wow.
things just happen, and I thank the Lord for being there with my calm in my spirit, because
Yeah.
I get flustered when those stuff happen. But I thank Him for being there for me and blessing me with the talent that I have today.
Yes, yes. Wow. So those are really three powerful things there, Selena. And I am proud of you for being teachable. You mentioned that you pass things through your mom. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
teenagers have friction with their parents or with their mom, and for you to be humble at this age and to be passing stuff through her, congratulations again. Yes. So for
Mm-hmm.
anyone looking at this, for the young persons looking at this, that is definitely something to take away. Be teachable. All right, because I mean,
Yes.
persons older than you, they would have gone the road before, and you don't have to make a mistake to learn. You can actually learn from other person's mistakes, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you are already dropping those bombs. Keep it up. You've accomplished all these things. Did you have an easy or a perfect life where everything just went according to plan?
No, to me, I don't believe that anyone who has accomplished so many great things in their lifetime so far can stand and say it went as planned. Because so
Yeah,
many things you plan it and then it gone left. It didn't go where expected. When I first wrote
yeah,
essay, I wanted to pass, really, really wanted to pass to Bishops and Stays. But I didn't,
right.
and I passed to St. George's, and I didn't know about the school, I never heard of it. And
Yeah,
I cried that day because I found that my results was supposed to land me in Bishops and High School East. I was so sad. But nevertheless, when I reached this school, I was like, yes. I'm so glad that I passed for there, because St. George's has a very family-oriented school, and a lot of
yeah.
the people that I met there, I'm grateful, especially to Monica, your daughter. I'm grateful that I've met so many people that I've met there. And I am someone to be hard on myself. Even when it comes to academics or even baking or cooking, whatever it is, I am someone to be hard on myself. And something that
Wow.
my mother always told me was to be honest to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You can lie to everyone else, but if you don't be honest to yourself, you'll be fooling yourself and thinking you can do something that you really think you really
Yeah,
may not be able to do. You must set a standard that you are able to reach. And sometimes you would fail, sometimes you would just come and pass in between, and sometimes you might do average, sometimes you might do above average. But what I had to learn as a student is the amount of time and energy and work you put into um, what you want is the result you're going to get. So
yeah,
if you have an exam, for example, to write, and you studying for this exam 2 weeks before, you're not supposed to expect a 90% really, or
yeah,
like 100%, because you didn't put in enough time and work. And if you know you are someone who takes a lot of time to process stuff, a lot of time to prepare, you're supposed to prepare in months in advance and not just wait 2 days before the exam and say, you know what, I'm going and pass the exam,
yeah. You
and
have to
then
put
not
in the
get the
work.
results. Yes, yeah, not get the results you wanted.
Yeah, so
If you
you
have to
have to put
stay up
in
at
work.
night, yeah, if you have to stay up at night, all hours of the night, some people stay up till 2, 3 in the morning doing work, trying to figure out a question because that they want to have to say at the end of the day, I put in the work to do this and I am supposed to get that. Not,
Yeah,
oh, I don't know if I put in enough work, Not, they're supposed to be able to say, yes, I did this
be
and I'm supposed
confident.
to get that. Yes,
Yeah.
be confident in it.
Let me make sure I get this right. So you're saying that you didn't have a smooth road. You didn't have a smooth and easy road.
Mm-mm, no.
No. Okay, just like all of us, we have hiccups, we have potholes
Mm-hmm.
in the road that
Yes.
sometimes we go into. It really does take a lot of work to be successful, and this is why we are doing the video series to show persons that they are not alone. Right? There are
Mm-hmm.
other persons who are going through a lot of struggles, and we are finding ways to make it work. You spoke about somebody taking a long time to process things, and it's important that we all pay attention to who we are. It's important that we be
Mm-hmm.
honest with ourselves and we say, okay, somebody may not study at all and maybe
Mm-hmm.
getting good grades, but you have to know yourself and then put in the work that is necessary. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you mentioned your cake falling on the ground once when you was trying to flip it.
Yes. Yes,
You
I was trying.
mentioned,
Actually, this Coca-Cola cake that I posted today, so
yeah.
I was in the midst of flipping it over to put on a board, and
Oh my
it
God.
broke and fell on the floor. So I had to
Whoa.
do it all over. Like,
You
and I
meant,
have to remind myself that it has happened to everyone. Sometimes those things happen to
yeah,
everyone. All those people who are great in their baking business have so many followers and customers coming back to them time and time again. They went through these things that I am now going through. So
yeah.
now I'm getting kind of used to, okay, things has happened. You fix it and you move on.
Yes, yes. So you also mentioned about having to kind of waste, right? I don't want to say waste because the fact
Mm-hmm.
that you use it and
Mm-hmm.
you were able to still eat the cake and then go back and
Yeah.
make a better version. So I don't really want to say
Mm-hmm.
waste, but you catch
Yeah.
the drift. You was able to sometimes have to redo stuff. So one, you
Mm-hmm.
had cake falling, you had to redo stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Any other adversities or challenges you overcame on your journey to becoming Trinidad and Tobago's cake boss? Um, um, I am
Well,
prophesying.
sometimes you're seeing so many different recipes out there, and
Mm,
you want to try out all of them because all of them looking good. You're watching the comments. I remember I have not been to a culinary institute as yet, so I'm just going based on what the little knowledge that I learned in food and nutrition in secondary school, and well, the
mm-hmm.
guidance of my mother. And you're watching so many recipes, you want to try it out. And I tried one time. I decided to change the whole way I start off making a cake,
Mm-hmm.
and I tried out this quicker version, and it did not, for one, it did not rise. And then secondly, yes, it did not rise. And then secondly, it came out like a dumpling pancake. And I was so upset with myself. I'm like, Selena, you went and waste ingredients to do something you're not accustomed doing. So that was the first challenge. Having a standard base, getting my standard base recipe and sticking to it. It works, I stick into it. And sometimes before I used to overmix because I didn't know. I thought the more you beat it, the
Oh,
softer it will
okay,
be.
all
But
right.
no, there's gluten development. The more you beat it in a cake, there's a lot of gluten that will develop. And I saw sometimes you get a kind of dense, kind of tough, kind of
Yeah.
crumb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was that. And then secondly, it was my piping and decorations. I never really used to do much piping or decorations like that because honestly, before I came onto Instagram, I really did not know how many people decorated cakes in Trinidad. I did not know. And then the style of cakes, I thought I was doing good until I saw until I saw how much where they are, how come. And when I scroll all the way down to where they first started, is like where I had first started. And look how much they had grown in like 2, 3, sometimes 7 years over a time period. So that was another challenge that I came over, which was
Yeah.
fixing my decorations and piping because sometimes the piping work might not look good. No, I have to scrape that off,
And
redo
do
it
it
until it
over.
looks as close as possible as the customer expects
Yeah.
it. And then thirdly, it was my pricing. Now, when it came to pricing, I did not want to charge anything that was more than $200. Honestly, it
Yeah.
felt like too expensive. And sometimes I'm watching some people they advertise, and I'm like, how does one person spend $400 on a cake? Like, how is that possible? And one day my mother she drives me, so I dropped a cake for someone. And she said, Selena, how much you charge for it? And I told her the price, and she said, so you're just making cake for style now? You're just making cake for style and for free now? I was like, no, I love to do this. And she said, well, you need to fix that. You can't be charging a
Yeah.
certain amount and
Pricing is
only
very
making
important.
$30 off of it, or not even, sometimes not really nothing at all, because you might have to do over something.
Oh, okay.
And then I got used to it, and I said, you know what, you need to charge what you're worth. You're getting better over the days, over the weeks, over the months. I need to
Yeah.
charge how much you are worth. And I started to get a little bit better at my pricing.
At
And
pricing.
trying also not to be not to be too expensive for someone to be like, oh, good, nah, I don't want that, nah, it's too expensive. But to the point that, okay, I'm charging for my words, and as I continue, prices will increase, maybe it may drop, depending on how.
Yeah, if you get to
things are
buy things in bulk and these kind of things. Yeah.
Because I'm not a
Pricing is
bakery,
always
so.
pricing is always a struggle for entrepreneur. Me being an entrepreneur as well. But what I've realized, charging the cheapest is not the way out at all.
Yes, it's
because
not.
one, right, you end up burnt out and frustrated, and then people also they have a perception of price with quality. So we as entrepreneurs may think that everybody wants things cheap, but once something is too cheap, people tend to be like, what's wrong with that? So pricing is always a ticklish thing for entrepreneurs. But I also had to realize that what is the value I am bringing to the table as an entrepreneur. So I may not just be selling sheets, I may not just be selling the coloring book, or I may not just be teaching persons POE. You know, you are contributing either to their financial freedom, you're contributing to better sleep, you are contributing to creating memories that you can never, that is priceless. You understand? So when you have a party and you get a nice tasting cake, and everybody talking about how nice the cake look, how nice the cake tastes, those are memories that are priceless. And believe it or not, no matter how much you charge, if you give it away free, some people will just not be for you.
Yes,
I had to learn those things the hard way as an entrepreneur. So I'm glad that you're learning and you're taking stock of what is going on, where you were, and where you want to go. You mentioned persons, when you scroll down their Instagram feed, you saw how much they grow.
Yeah, how much they've grown is nowhere near where they used to be.
Yeah, that is an important point you mentioned, because a lot of people compare, right? So they just look at the highlights or the good things that people post on Instagram, and comparison is a real thief of joy. So stick to what you're doing. You know what value you bring to the table, and yes, of course, scroll down straight down to people to the bottom of the Instagram and see where they were, so that you know you don't compare yourself too much and be too hard.
Yes, don't feel hard. Yes, be like, gosh, nobody not look at where they reach. Look at me. Where are gonna get with this type of vibes?
So Selena, tell us, how do you keep going? How do you keep executing? What is the formula you use?
Honestly, it is God. Before I bake, if it's just to bake some cookies, if it's just to bake a cake and decorate it tomorrow, make the frosting, I pray, Lord Jesus, I pray that everything goes well today and goes as planned, because you don't want it that something happened unforeseen and then you don't have enough ingredients and the grocery closed. Actually, that happened once to me. Yes, the grocery was closed at that point in the night. I had to get up early the next morning, and it was for the same day, and bake that and decorate it, because unforeseen circumstances, sometimes your oven might not light, it want to play it not lighting, gas run out, so you didn't check and see if you had enough gas. So it's God, my family, especially my mother and my aunt and my grandmother, and my customers, when I hear their feedback. That feedback, it lets me know so you're doing something great. Continue doing what you're doing, because people are loving it.
Important. So support and God keeps you going, keeps you motivated.
Yes.
All right. So we're almost at the end. What final words do you have for young people who may be struggling to put in the work?
That success doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, it takes hard work and dedication. The more work and energy you put into something that you love is the result you're going to get, the better result you're going to get. And always remember to be honest to yourself. Lie to everybody else, but you need to be honest to yourself and know that I can't accomplish this right now. I could probably try a few months later. I can't do this, I could do this. Be honest to yourself. And that's my final word. Success does not happen overnight. It takes time.
Nice. Strong words from a young lady. What about support though? Just quickly before we wrap up. Do you
Mm-hmm.
think the type of friends and the environment you
Yes.
is important?
Mm-hmm. Because some friends, some people, they might be your friends and they might just hang around for when things are going great. And then when things start to fall, there's no one there to back you up, no one there to
Yeah,
say, how you going, girl? You need this, you need that. No one there to say, I am by your side. You need to watch out for those things. And sometimes the signs are there earlier on and you don't take it on until something you're in a situation where you really, really need someone and no one is there.
yeah.
So support from your friends, if you don't have that much family members, is also a benefit
Important. Yeah.
and
But there
important.
you
Yeah.
have it, guys. Selena Frederick chatting with us on the It Takes Work video
Mm-hmm.
series. Selena, where can we find you on social media in these digital streets?
So you can find me on Instagram at cupcake.tt, and anything that you'd like to know, just message me. I tend to have a fast response if I'm not busy. Yeah.
Fantastic. And thanks again
Mm-hmm.
for sharing with us, Selena. We have no
Thank
idea
you for
who
having
this,
me.
you're welcome. We have no idea who this would help, who would view it, but we are just doing our part instead of always com- complaining about young people and they lazy, they this, they that, the other.
Yeah.
I really want
Mm-hmm.
to try and
And
see how,
underestimating, that's another thing.
yes,
Underestimating them.
yes. So instead of complaining and underestimating them, let's see what we can do to help one another and to
Mm-hmm.
make the world a better place. And guys,
Thank
please
you
do
so
look
much.
forward to the other episodes. We have 5, maybe 6 episodes in the series, and this is episode 1. Yeah? So thanks again, Selena.